Meter 1 done, just another 300,000 to go. See you in 2 days. So it's just before 8 AM on I think the 11th of October. I'm off to ride around Mont Blanc. All in a day's work, or rather 2 days. So I'd actually planned to set off around 7, not realising of course that it's still dark at this time of year. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me at the end of the day, because it's also dark around 7 PM and I reckon it's take me around 12 hours, so fingers crossed to make it. No time for a warm-up, straight into the first climb out the front door. Around 500 metres up the Côte des Amarants from where I live in the Fly up towards Megève. I was umming and ahhing about whether to take a fresh set of clothes for day 2 or just to basically to smell for the second day. It's only a 2-day trip, but I think I've come to the compromise that I'm going to only want to wear one jersey. I'll give it a bit of a rinse in the sink when I get to the accommodation. Stop being crusty, but I don't really mind smelling. But given that I might be in the saddle for over 12 hours each day, definitely going to appreciate having a nice fresh chamois. So yeah, I'm trying to work out which combination of my bib shorts are the lightest pairs, and also same with the socks as well. I think I'll bring a spare pair of socks, but just one pair of gloves. So definitely that pair, definitely not that pair. That's that sorted. So the socks. There we go. This is the first major challenge of the route, Col de Saisy. Around 15 kilometres long, about 900 metres of climbing. It's Tour de France regular, being a category 1 climb. So the end, the first major category climb of the tour, of this tour, Tour du Mont Blanc, not Tour de France. Been going for just over an hour, so making pretty good time already. The last section through the Val d'Arly was bloody cold. Probably even see my breath on one of the videos. But finally the sun's just peeking out, so it should warm up fast now. Well, I'll be glad for the heat initially. It's going to get pretty hot today, so I'm trying to get as much miles in as possible before it gets really, really warm. So I've not got any kind of frame bags. Had a quick look in the shops today, couldn't find anything suitable, which unfortunately means I'm going to have to ride with a rucksack on, which isn't ideal, but there we are. But definitely need to bring a pair of flip-flops, something to wear for the evening when I'm going out for dinner, so I don't have to clop around in my cleats. Obviously, I should have a pair of shorts I'm not wearing tomorrow, going to be in their bag as well, and the socks. And something to wear for the evening. Super light t-shirt, probably going to come with me. And then just a pair of shorts. Need to decide again which pair is my lightest pair of shorts. I think it's probably them. So yeah, I'm being as minimalist as possible, but still want to give myself a degree of comfort. Don't want to be stinking and sweating and sitting around in my lycra all evening, so it does mean carrying a few extras, but it's a 300-kilometre trip, so I think I can allow myself a little bit of luxury tomorrow evening. First major climb of the day ticked off, around 1500 metres of climbing done, just another 4,000 metres to do today, 7,000 total. This has all been familiar territory for me so far. I've done this climb several times. I'm descending now into the unknown, on towards Haute-Luce and Beaufortin, and ultimately Bourg Saint-Maurice. But before I get there, it's the next big climb of the day, the Courmet de Roseland, or Rosalind. There's not really any flat on this circuit. I'm straight into the second big climb of the day, the Courmet de Roseland, which again, category 1 climb, but it's tougher than the Col de Saisy. A bit higher, a bit longer. I don't know the exact specs off the top of my head, but I'm sure I'll find out before I make this video. Back down in the cold shade again, but hopefully back out in the sun soon. Of course, because wear my clean bib shorts out for dinner tomorrow night, like I say, I was going to be in the saddle for potentially 12 hours each day. Go on and let my balls breathe at night, so I didn't need the board shorts. So there we have it, that's pretty much my overnight bag. Just a couple of things died in. Of course, still got all the pockets in my jersey stuffed with food and everything else, so should be plenty of room. Vaseline. We need that for the morning of day 2. Mostly empty, so I'm not carrying too much dead weight, but very important. Cormac de Roseland. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Let me know if you know how it should actually be pronounced. But what a beautiful climb, especially above the barrage with the dramatic cliffs and the lovely colour of the water. Super remote up here. There's basically nothing between Beaufortin, which is 20 kilometres in that direction, and Bourg Saint-Maurice, which is 20 kilometres in this direction. Apart from the odd refuge and farm. But yeah, really remote, really wild, really beautiful. I'm looking forward to this nice long gradual descent now down to Bourg, because it's somewhere I've never been before and it's beautiful up here. It definitely helps I do my helmet up for the descending. Just stopped in Bourg Saint-Maurice for a spot of lunch and a 1 hour break. If you're doing the tour in 3 days, then this is where you'd probably stay after day 1. But obviously got one more climb to do yet to get over to the Oster. Around 5 hours of daylight left, so hopefully I should make it. Like I say, there's basically no flat on this route. If you're not stopping in Bourg, then you're climbing on straight away again. As soon as you hit the bottom of the valley, head back up towards the Petit Saint Bernard, which is where I'm going now. So we've still got around 80 kilometres to go, and the toughest climb of the day is yet to come on the Petit Saint Bernard. But luckily, once I'm over that, it's all downhill. So around 20 kilometres of climbing and a cruise down to the Oster. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed I should make it before dark. And there he is, the monk, guiding weary travellers on the way to the safety of the refuge. Also say the hospice. Been standing guard for hundreds of years. Monte Bianco, Mont Blanc. First sight of her in a long time. Not seen it since just after the Col d'Assisi. But that's why I'm here, that's what this is all about. Riding around that big lump of snow and rock. Nearly at the Col now. Benvenuti a Italia. This is La Tuile, which sounds French, but I'm entering in Italy now. But it's part of the old Kingdom of Savoy. So spoke French until very, very recently here. Indeed, many people will still speak French, just with a strange Italian accent. But yeah, just up from the Aosta Valley now, so not far to go. Racing the cold in the dark, but hopefully I'm going to win. So I made it to my accommodation eventually. I was probably 5 kilometres short of making it here in daylight, which is not ideal, but it's not too bad I guess. At least at that point I was able to ride on a footpath under floodlights, so I wasn't on the dangerous busy road for the last 5k, but man, they dragged. Really rough cobbled surface and I was riding really slowly. Probably the longest 5k of the whole trip, and I'm absolutely shattered now. On paper it's definitely the hardest day of road riding I've ever done. I've got to get back up and do the whole thing again tomorrow, so tough old challenge. So for most of the way around it wasn't actually feeling like it was the hardest thing I've ever done, because I've done things that are much, much steeper and I've done things in much, much hotter weather, so that actually makes it feel harder. But yeah, the last 30k and then particularly the last 5k really dragged. I had to absolutely put my foot down on the final 30k of the valley bottom just to make sure that I got here safely and in time, and didn't quite make it, but I was close enough, so it was worth the blood, sweat and tears. All I want to do is lie down and go to bed now. It's only about 10 to 8, but I'm absolutely exhausted. But I need to eat a lot of food. So, time for a quick shower, then go out for a wander around town, and I'll probably just sit in the first pizzeria I find and eat 2. So the waiter didn't believe me when I said I would eat 2 pizzas comfortably. That's until I explained to him that I was trying to cycle around Mont Blanc, and I think he understood. But yeah, absolutely polished those off. I could eat another one as well, I think. I wish I had more time to explore Aosta. It's a really, really interesting city. So much history and culture here. Loads of Roman ruins, old cathedrals and churches.